So here we are back at the Major Arcana journey, and we are looking at cards 6 through 10. So we're going to do those next. So we're just going to hop right in to that. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to presentation mode here. All right. Okay. So 6 to 10, the Lovers, the Chariot, Justice, the Hermit, and the Wheel. So the Lovers card. I love this card so much. This appeared often before I met my beloved. But the Lovers is also good health. It's not only love. And this is the power of emotion and heart-to-heart connection. This can very well be a relationship that is very romantic or platonic. But either way, it is one that is lasting. And I love that. This is the energy of the heart. And this can also speak to good health, as I said. So generally, there is an angel that's pictured looking down on two lovers, representing issues of the heart, matters of the heart. But this is a card that's signifying unity and harmony and a reminder to follow your own heart when this comes up. If you choose this in business, there most likely will be a choice, and you are guided and invited to follow your own heart, not the money. If you choose this when you're looking for love, it could signal new romance, and one that is perhaps spirit-infused, angel-infused, divinely led. If you're in a relationship, this may be signaling to you that a decision in the partnership must be made and that there's a decision that's up for you now. In health, I'm going to ask that you pay attention to the physical heart. Now, these cards have so many different meanings and energy built up around these, but this is my interpretation of these cards, so I want to reiterate that. Now, for you, I'm going to invite you to pause here. Have you ever had to make a decision to be with someone or not, or make a choice A or B decision and you followed your heart to the right choice? So reflect on that now. Go ahead and pause. You can journal about that, make a few notes, and then we'll move on to the next card. The next card is the Chariot. So the Chariot in the Major Arcana can bring challenges with people to please, and there's many components to the puzzle here. So the message is to continue to move. There is a power in actionable intention and in movement. You can have pride, and this can signify pride when this shows up. So be sure that the ego is not taking over and that that's in check. Allow others to express their applause and appreciation for you, even in a public way. So if this comes up for you, it's a reminder to allow the gratitude and appreciation to live. This can signal being pulled in two different directions. If you look at this card, it's pictured typically with the reins and a chariot. There's two horses that are pulling the reins in two different directions. It's a time to move forward and claim your truth and to ignore drama. Now, for business, don't give up. Don't focus on the things that are not here and let go of emotions connected to career. Success will happen when you focus on the mission at hand. It can be hard work where career is concerned, but with discipline, it's victorious. So stay focused on that. Now, if you're looking for love, don't give up nor give in. It may be time to forgive the past, so yet another reminder of that, and accept what you are resisting. If there are opposing forces in your life, keep going instead of focusing on opposing forces. In a relationship, this can be a message of a success where a successful time where oppositions can be remedied. The message and the wonder is going to be when you nurture one another and accept both sides. In health, don't be scared nor give in to fear where health matters are concerned. Okay, that's a message for that I love around this, where I know recently I actually had something come up in health which turned out to be all wonderful, and I actually chose the Chariot, and it was a reminder, this is good. I'm not going to give in to the fear. So for you, pause here. Is there a time that you were torn between two decisions and you could have been guided by emotion, but instead you chose to really focus and hone in on the love that's in your heart and you ignored the drama? Was there a time that you did that? For you, whether it's in relationships, business, health, pause and reflect on that. Moving on to this next card. So in traditional tarot, the strength is in the 8th position. In traditional tarot, Justice, is in the 11th position. Now, because we're doing this Angel Tarot today here, and we're journeying through the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. Now Radleigh Valentine, Doreen Virtue, I think, has taken her name off of it. But we're moving along here. This is actually the Justice card, which is in this position. Now, this is one of my favorite cards because it is the law of attraction, and who doesn't love that? So you are what you think, and you will get what you think. How you move and treat others matter is what this is saying. So if you are kind and fair and you act from integrity, the result is going to be super high vibrating, just like your intention. Stand up for the work that you are doing in this world. Stand up for the situation and what you believe in, and be an activist in your own heart. If you notice unjust motions, call it out. Don't try to change it. Just bring awareness and stand up for the truth. This card could also signal legal documents and contracts. Now, for business, this could be telling us that there's past actions that you've been involved in, and those actions have led you to where you are. So now you have access to it. So if you want a new job, yet you complain about your current job, whoops, not sure what just happened there. Excuse that. So if you want a job, but you're complaining about your current job, it can't happen. So instead, you need to focus on the good so that the good ends up coming to you. With positive cards surrounding this card, there also may be a message that a new contract may be signed, and that contract is going to be for the better. Now, if you're looking for love, consider what you are outputting, as this weighs in on what you will receive. So if you're in integrity, you're going to receive that back. If I'm looking for love and I'm putting out drama, I receive that back. In a relationship, this is about signing, or could be about signing legal contracts. So there could be a marriage if you're not yet married. It could be divorce. It could be doing a trust or a will. It could be doing something legal in the marriage. It could also just be standing up what's true for your heart as well. Now, in health, focus on the good to receive the good. So stand up for yourself when it comes to your health. You know the best path for you. So stand up for what is true in your heart. So pause here for a moment and revisit. Is there a time when you focused on what was good for you and received that, and vice versa? So take a pause and reflect on that. And we'll move to the next card, one of my very favorite cards. This is the Hermit card. This is reflection and self-discovery. This is the card that when you look at it, you see the hermit climbing up the mountain, and he has this light. And what we don't realize is he's shining the light for so many people that are behind him, right? So he's coming from within and being guided to his own conclusions with his own consciousness. There is a new sense of balance and answers and kindness and compassion that comes with this card. So go inward and see the teacher that is within you. The Hermit brings forward the message that this is not a time of action, that this is a time of reflection and solitude. Excuse me, that was a big one too. So let me repeat that. This is not a time of action. This is a time of reflection and solitude. So for business, there could be a message here to take time to pause, to revisit the patterning of what got you here in the first place. And now is a good time for you to make decisions on your own. You may feel unsupported or alone in business. That's okay. Remember, this is reflection. It's not a good time to also take a new position or to consider a new position in the workplace if you're considering it. Excuse me. Take a little water break there. Now, if you're looking for love and you choose the Hermit, or the Hermit comes up, be okay being alone right now would be the message. Revisit why you are where you are because of your past. So it's really simply put a time to reflect and perhaps create new bottom lines. So say, these are the ways that I want to be treated. These are the ways that I don't want to be treated. It may be a better time to focus on you if you are looking for love, and come up with some new bottom lines and new ways that you're saying, this is the way I want to be treated. If you're in a relationship, you may be feeling a little bit alone and unsupported. So revisit why you are where you are. Again, revisit why you are where you are, and take some time to go inward to self-reflect and then go back into the conversation. Now, in health, this is going to be saying for me, don't make a rash decision. Take time out for you to do what is right for you. Research the path before you make a decision regarding your health. So I'm going to invite you to push pause here, reflect, maybe journal. Was there a time that you needed to retreat to find your own solutions? And on top of that, were then you able to help others because of your experience that you took time out into focusing on your own heart? So reflect on that there for a moment, push pause, and we'll continue on. So the wheel, another really lovely card. It's a card that signals good luck and good fortune, and the reward that is coming from the work that you have been doing is bringing forward lots of good news. This is also signifying happy accidents and things just working out in your favor. The forward motion of this energy will set you up in the right direction, and it kind of brings the message that you are the master of your own fate. You get to decide how this all looks moving forward. This is a card of destiny and a good card to receive when you are willing to go with the flow and roll with the punches. Very strong reminder to let go of control. So going with the flow, the wheel is a circle. Go with the flow, go with the wheel. Now for business, this is new fortune that may be coming up, but you have to release attachments to how it's going to look or how it's going to work out or what the plan may be. So just again, go with the flow, allow life to happen, and know that it's happening for you, not to you, even if it feels that way at first. So be super flexible and be super open-minded. If you're looking for love, again, roll with the punches of dating. It's not always easy, but love can come in when you allow. You may meet someone that is a friend or a lover. Roll with it. Allow it to happen. Go with the flow of how it needs to look. In a relationship, this partnership is one that is super aligned, would be my guess. It's where you need to be right now. Don't get hung up on the perfect. Here would be a message when the wheel comes up when you're asking about a relationship that you're in. Just know, when I roll with the punches, it all works out. In health, you are being asked to trust. Trust that you are being divinely guided to the correct practitioners. Don't fight the process. And please, when this shows up and you're asking about health, invite spirit in to be guided. So for you, I'm going to ask you to hit pause here. Has there been a time when you really wanted something and you were so disappointed when you couldn't have it, only later to learn that it actually worked out for the better? Reflect on that for a moment. Okay, and then again, in traditional tarot, the Strength card is the 8th card, and the Justice card is the 11th card. So before we go into that, I just wanted you to make a note of that because this next video, we're going to go into Strength. So stay with me, maybe reflect on a little bit of what you did, and I will be back super shortly with the next video. But I'm going to invite you to reflect first on everything that came forward up until this point. So that was a lot of information that you had going, and I invite you to sort of really get comfortable with that first. Ciao. See you again soon.